Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be going over three different remote jobs that you can work from home. First one is called Liveops, and the second one is called the Rise Platform, and the last one is called Working Solutions. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is Liveops, and I'm going to scroll down here and I'll tell you about Liveops. Liveops, it says how much can you earn? That's up to you. Since you are self-employed, you're in control of your profits and losses. Find the opportunity that fits your skills and availability, then increase your potential with experience and great performance. Different programs have different pay structures. Most opportunities are pay per talk per minute rate. Basically, the more calls you take, the more you earn, which always sounds good, right? The more investment you make in yourself, the greater the reward. And then you just apply online here. It kind of gives you an estimate. If you work 20 hours a week, you can expect to make roughly 200 a week. For 25 hours, probably around 300 a week, it looks like. And 30 hours a week looks like you can make um, let's see, up to maybe like 800 a week. I don't know. Maybe like 600 or more a week. Um, maybe up to like 600, 800. Probably depends on which job you sign up for and what the wage is that they're offering. Um, and this says 3 steps to start your business. Eligibility. Let's see what it says. See the requirements. Okay, the requirements to be an independent contractor with Liveops. You have to be 18 years of age or older, have completed a high school diploma or equivalent, like a GED, be a resident of and authorized to work in the United States. So it doesn't look like they're in any countries outside of the U.S. And they have a list of all the states that they're in. Looks like they're in most of the states, except for, let's see, yeah, I see 2 states that looks like they're not in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like there's 5 states. Well, actually, there's a few more than that. They're in most of the states. There's just some states that they're not in actually, but they're in most of the states. Um, Most of them. So you got like they're in Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wyoming. So that's quite a few. That's actually a pretty good, that gives you, for most people, that would cover most of the states, I think. Okay, and then the next thing you need as far as office equipment for your home office says before you begin the application process, you'll want to think about your home office and ensure it's properly equipped to launch your new business. Your home should be quiet, distraction-free, where you can work comfortably without a lot of background noise like children, barking dogs, traffic, doorbells, TVs, radios, etc. And you'll want to review the technology requirements of your computer, hardware, and specifications to make sure that it meets the needs of the client that you'll be serving. So we've got you have to do background check, then your telephone, computer, and security. So you have to do a background check. And it says once you complete the application, you'll be asked to submit to a background check. When you initiate the background check process, you'll be asked to submit your payment for a background check. So it looks like they charge a fee for the background check. You'll be asked to submit your payment via third-party vendor, which is Sterling. In general, it takes 1 to 3 business days for the report to come back. You'll be notified when your report is complete, and you can access your report and track your progress. Shows it within the app. Sterling will forward the same report to Liveops. So it looks like they'll send you an email of the results and then forward that on to Liveops. And let's see what else. Let's see, go down the list here. Okay, so that one looks pretty good. There's going to be like I said, the computer hardware. Let's see what it says. Telephone, phone connectivity. You'll need a USB headset. And says USB. Each opportunity will dictate the type of phone connectivity options that are available based on the platform the client is using. Most opportunities will require basic USB headset connectivity, while a few others offer cell phone or digital landline connectivity. Prior to selecting your preferred opportunity, the type of phone connectivity will be disclosed. Be sure to have or can secure the required phone connectivity before submitting an application for that opportunity. So for the headset, it says a corded noise canceling USB headset that is compatible with your computer and the client's phone connectivity system. For USB headset programs, the client will route calls directly to your computer using provided software. And then the next thing on here is the computer. And for the computer, you'll need to have a computer that uses an Ethernet port. You'll need to use an Ethernet cable, no Wi-Fi, and that's for security for the client so that the information is encrypted. And then internet download must be 5 megabits per second or better, and upload must be 3 megabits per second or better. Processor should be minimum 3 gigahertz Intel Pentium P4 processor or better. RAM should be 4 gigabytes of RAM or better. Operating system Windows 10. Some clients may support Windows 11. Apple, Mac, Chrome are not compatible. The browser needs to be Google Chrome or Explorer 11. Monitor minimum display 1024 by 768 pixels. Dual monitors are strongly encouraged and often required. Sound must have a sound card installed, be equipped with speakers or headphones. And then for computer and virus protection, we strongly recommend you configure your computer system based on Microsoft's tips for ensuring computer safety and security. Enable and configure the Windows Update module to update automatically. Enable Windows Standard Firewall. Install antivirus software and configure it to automatically update. Install adware software to protect from spyware, malware, etc. And let's see, okay, that covered security. Yeah, requirements for Duo. So Duo must be their chosen software they use. Liveops takes security seriously to ensure we maintain a secure environment for you and our clients. We utilize two-factor authentication. Duo is our chosen platform for this authentication process. To support Duo, your small business should meet the following requirements: Android or Apple phone, operating system subject to change, Android 11 or Apple version 14.3 or better on both of those. Device must not be tampered with, rooted, so it can't be a rooted phone. Screen lock required. Device must be encrypted. Biometric must be enabled. Apple Touch ID, Face ID, or Android fingerprint. Okay, so I think that's it for that one. And you can certainly go in there into Liveops and check out what opportunities they have. And then the next one I'm going to look at is the Arise platform. And the Arise platform has some costs associated with it. While starting a retail business or franchise can cost tens of thousands of dollars, the startup costs to establish a customer support business are significantly lower when you take advantage of the Arise platform. The first one is incorporating a business. So I think that's your LLC that they require. The state of incorporation ranges between, and it varies according to state, between $100 and $350. I don't know if I'd want to do that, but that's something to consider if that's something that you want to do. Phone requirements vary by program. It says, please check the opportunity announcement for each program to see what type of service is required. So they'll tell you like what is needed for their particular provider, what they need. Telephone provider, Magic Jack, Skype, Google Voice, or Uma are not compatible with the Arise platform. And that's because it's voice over IP. It actually has to be an actual landline. You can't use voice over IP, so I think the USB headset would not. Well, it mentions your USB headset. I'm not sure about that then. If that's the case, because voice over IP, you'd be actually using the USB headset. So unless you're actually using their particular software through your computer. And it says here to install the phone line says approximately $75 installation fee. Hardwired USB headset with phone quality audio, retailer of your choice, approximately $35 to $100. Initial client program certification course. You have to take a training course, and that's through Arise. It says it's free. Background check valid for 36 months, so that's 3 years. That's good. It's through Arise, and that's a $30 fee for that. And then there's some monthly charges as well to use their platform, for them making the platform available to you. The platform usage fee through Arise is $19.75 per month. Fee is charged per agent working for your company that is actively servicing a client program. Other possible recurring costs, of course, your high-speed internet and your phone line. But actually, in reality, those costs of doing business are actually because you're actually working from home and this is going to be your business. I would assume those are probably checked with your tax person, but I would assume those are going to be deductible because it's the cost of doing business. So, and you're going to be using it to make money from home, in a portion of your home for your business. So that would be part of the cost of doing business. So I would assume those fees are probably going to be tax deductible. Maybe part of them are. Definitely something to check with your tax professional, though. Okay, and then the last one that I'm going to look at is, let's see. Oh yeah, okay, we did that one. Okay, then the last one is Working Solutions. And that one, from what I've heard, is the most flexible one. Doesn't have a lot of fees or anything that you need to that you're going to have to pay out. The other two, there are fees involved in using their platforms. So let's see here, Working Solutions. Get started. It says your ultimate partner for customer service outsourcing. Oh, I think that's for the business actually. Okay. Oh, here we go. Apply to work from home. That's what we want to look at. Okay, so you're an independent contractor, and all of these platforms, you're an independent contractor, which means you receive a 1099. You're not their employee. You are self-employed. Just want to make that clear. And we're going to look at the details here. And let's see. They actually have a video. I'll let you watch the video. This is on Working Solutions. Um, they give some like testimonials of people that actually work on this platform. So I'll let you look at that. I'm going to go about. So it says Working Solutions works with top national brands to humanize their customer experience. Our network of remote independent contractors, aka the Woohoo Crew, Woohoo, is made up of best-in-class customer care pros. When you join the Woohoo Crew, you will have access to apply to different contracts exclusive to Working Solutions and gain experience in different industries. What is the Woohoo Crew? The Woohoo Crew is our network of remote customer care pros. What kind of work will I be doing? Most of our client programs require handling inbound or outbound customer care calls, emails, video chats. We work with clients in the following industries: education, hospitality, fitness, arts and crafts, real estate, health and insurance, senior living, nursing, credentialing, and youth sports. Will I be hired as an employee? You will not be hired as an employee. Working Solutions Customer Care Pros are independent contractors. What you need: a quiet and secure environment during working hours, a USB headset, high-speed internet such as cable, fiber optic, or DSL, a minimum of 10 megabits per second download, an up-to-date computer with at least 6 gigabytes of RAM, Windows 10 Home Pro or Pro for workstations or higher, compatible webcam. Some client programs will require a webcam. We can only work with contractors located in the United States and Canada. Additionally, we are currently not accepting applications from contractors located in the following U.S. states: California, New York, Pennsylvania, and Washington State. The application process. Ready to work our network of remote customer service pros, aka the Woohoo Crew. Here's how to apply. Create a candidate profile. It takes about 5 minutes. We'll ask you for some basic information, determine if you have the right tools to work with us. And then you're going to take an assessment that lasts about 30 minutes. We'll ask you a series of behavioral questions that will help us determine if your personality matches what we are looking for. Then if you pass that, you'll receive invitation to our online portal VIN. Within 24 hours of successfully completing and passing our assessment, you will receive an email invitation to log in to VIN to complete the final steps of our application process. Next, you install and run Technology Scanner. That should take about 3 minutes. You will be prompted to download, install, and run a non-invasive scanner to verify if your technology meets our requirements. And next, select Client Programs. View all, view all, view all open contracts and select the client program you feel suits you best based on your experience, availability, and interest. If selected, we will conduct a video interview and background check. Becoming a contractor. Is there a fee to join Working Solutions? No. There are no fees involved to join our network of customer care pros. We will never ask you for banking financial information during the application process. Do I need to apply more than once if there are multiple contracts that interest me? No. You only need to apply to join the Woohoo crew once. Once you are part of our network of remote customer care pros, you will be able to view all open contracts and select the client program you feel suits your best based on your experience, availability, and interest. We do not allow contractors to have more than one candidate profile. Where can I work? All of our customer care pros work from home as long as they are located in one of our acceptable locations. We can only work with contractors located in the United States and Canada. Additionally, we are currently not accepting applications from contractors located in the following U.S. states: California, New York, Pennsylvania, and Washington. I passed the assessment. What comes next? Woohoo! Candidates who qualify will receive an email invitation to log into our online portal VIN to complete a technology scan. Once you complete the scan, you will be able to view all open contracts and select the one that interests you the most. How do I know if I passed the assessment? We will notify you by email within 24 hours of completing the assessment. If you are among the qualified candidates, you will also receive your login information to our online portal, then where you will complete the final steps of our application process. Can I retake the assessment? Given the high volume of applications that we've received, we do not allow candidates to retake the assessment. Please make sure you take the assessment in a distraction-free space and have plenty of time to complete it. How do I select the client program? Once you complete the technology scan on our online portal VIN, you will be able to view all open contracts. Select the client program that interests you the most and complete the program specific questions. We will notify you by email if you were selected for the client program. Please make sure to complete all of the required fields to avoid any delays. How do I prepare for my program? Once you are selected on a client program, you will go through a virtual preparation to learn the client's business and customers before starting to work. Instruction can take anywhere from two days to several weeks, depending on the client. There is no cost or fees for preparation. You can receive a monetary stipend for your time, however, providing you meet all the program requirements. How do I log in to the VIN portal, online portal? Please log in to the VIN using your email and agent ID you were provided by email. If you do not remember your agent ID, you will have the option to have it resent to you via email by clicking Forgot Agent ID in the login page. Work and compensation. What will my schedule be? Our customer care pros are able to schedule their work hours. When you join the Woohoo crew, you work when it's convenient for you. Are the opportunities part-time or full-time? Our contract hours range between 15 to 40 plus hours per week. Minimum requested hours can vary depending on the client program. Can I work on more than one client program at a time? Yes. Once you have successfully completed at least 50 hours on a contract, you will be eligible to add more client programs to your workload. How much can I earn? Working Solutions Customer Care Pros have earned up to $19 per hour plus bonuses and incentives. The pay structure varies depending on the client program. Some of our contracts are paid by the record or entry, while others are paid by talk minutes, sales, or a combination of both. Please refer to the job description of the opportunity that you are interested in for more information. How will I get paid? Working Solutions contractors have the option to set up automatic ACH transfers from their Pay Quicker account. This will immediately transfer all monies from Working Solutions to the bank account set up on the Pay Quicker profile. All Working Solutions customer care pros also receive a virtual bank card and a plastic debit card that as an alternative allows immediate use of funds deposited from Working Solutions on the 10th and 25th of the month. Do you provide benefits? Working Solutions customer care pros are independent contractors. We cannot offer traditional benefits such as paid time off and health insurance. However, there are many perks to joining the Woohoo crew. Work from home, no commuting hassles, schedule your hours, work when it's convenient for you, gain experience in different industries, high pay rates, bonuses, and incentives. Do you have a referral program? Yes. If you refer to us by one of our customer care pros, please use their referral QR code to apply. This will allow us to make sure we properly thank them to send you our way. Contractors who make successful referrals are awarded $400 US dollars for each one who joins the Woohoo crew. Computer requirements. In order to work on the Working Solutions program, agents must have their own full-size or all-in-one desktop personal computer or traditional laptop personal computer that meets the minimum specifications listed in the sections below. Devices not acceptable: tablet-based convertible personal computers, Microsoft Surface, Surface Book, Chromebooks, and mobile phones, unless needed for two-factor authentication, are not acceptable. Operating systems: Windows 10 Home, Windows 10 Pro, Windows 10 Pro for workstations, Windows 11 Home, Windows 11 Pro, or Windows 11 Pro for workstations. Note some client systems are not yet fully compatible with Windows 11, and other clients are explicitly not allowing access from Windows 11 systems. Please be advised that some issues cannot be resolved at this time, and you may or may not be able to proceed with some client work. What if I have an education or enterprise edition of Windows? Education and enterprise editions are not licensed for individual use. These licenses would be owned by a larger organization and are therefore not suitable for independent contractor use. What if I am using a Windows Insider version of Windows? Versions of Windows provided via the Windows Insider program are not considered stable versions of Windows and are therefore not suitable for production use. Support will only be provided on stable, main release versions of Windows. What if I am using an older version of Windows? We do not support Windows 95, 98, ME, 2000, XP, Vista, or Windows 7. What kind of software do I need? A PC that is fully updated with all current patches, critical updates, and service packs from Windows Update is requested. These guidelines are outlined for each program as agents are provided what the program offers. What antivirus protection do I need? Working Solutions Recommends using Microsoft Defender antivirus, which is included with all modern versions of Windows and is free to use. It is not necessary to purchase or use third-party antivirus products, as these may be incompatible with client software programs and prevent access. What if I have a Mac? Mac support is limited to Intel-based machines with Windows 10 installed via Apple's Boot Camp utility. Compatible Mac machines must be running Windows to access and install client systems. We do not support Mac OS or any Mac with Apple Silicon M1 and M2 processors. Web browser. Most commonly, you'll use Google Chrome, but some applications still use Internet Explorer 11, which is built into Windows 10. Other browsers you may be asked to use are Mozilla, Firefox, and Microsoft Edge. Processor. We recommend the following processor types: Intel Core i3, i5, i7, i9, 8th generation or higher. AMD A-series APU, A6, A8, A10, A12 running at 1.5 gigahertz or higher base processor speed. Ryzen, AMD Ryzen 3509 Threadripper 2nd generation or higher. Note the AMD Athlon processors are acceptable, subject to individual review, and are accepted at Working Solutions discretion. Processor classes explicitly not supported: Intel Celeron Pentium Core, Core 2, Atom, Xeon. AMD Duron, Semtron, Turion, Phenom, E-series APU, A-series, A4, A9, Athlon, old release. Apple M1, M1 Pro, M1 Max, M1 Ultra, and M1 II. Random access memory, 8 gigahertz RAM or higher. Internal storage, at least 50 gigabytes free space available. Monitor display. Minimum optimal screen resolution, 1440 pixels by 900 pixels or 1280 pixels by 1024 pixels. You may encounter issues with client software with displays monitors running below these screen resolutions. Recommended screen resolution 1920 pixels by 1980 pixels, full HD or higher. Devices and peripherals needed: external mouse wired preferred, keyboard wired preferred, USB headset wired preferred, wireless Bluetooth headsets not acceptable. Unified communications type headset, gaming headsets not acceptable. Headset models not supported. Logitech H390, Logitech H540, Cyber Acoustics AC4006, MPOW HC6. A smartphone with a current version of Android or iOS may be needed on certain client programs for two-factor authentication purposes. We do not recommend using a built-in laptop trackpads. Network requirements. Note, agents are responsible to ensure the quality of services with their internet service provider and networking hardware, including but not limited to network cabling, modems, routers, and all necessary network interface hardware. Approved internet service types. An internet connection must be entirely LAN-based. The following service types are LAN-based and accepted: cable, fiber optic, and DSL. Bandwidth, minimum of 10 megabits per second download. Upload speed minimum 3 megabits per second. Local networking, Ethernet only, wireless network connections not supported. Computer must have an Ethernet port. If a built-in Ethernet port is not available, a USB 3, USB Type-C Ethernet adapter is acceptable. Computer must not connect to the internet services through a private VPN, that's a virtual private network, either hardware-based or software-based. Examples, NordVPN, McAfee VPN, etc. Are there any internet providers known to be incompatible? The following internet providers are incompatible: municipal Wi-Fi public hotspots, wireless WISP, ISDN, dial-up, T1, satellite, examples HughesNet and Starlink, fixed wireless services, community wireless or rural wireless with an antenna on the outside of a building pointed to a central or regional transmitter, broadband over power lines, corporate LAN connections that use proxies or VPNs, cellular broadband, including phone-based and standalone hotspots, PCS, 3G, 4G, and 5G. This includes all cellular broadband services that advertise as Home 5G or Home LTE and use a modem to connect either to an outside antenna or a cellular network directly. An Ethernet connection to a cellular hotspot or fixed cellular modem is not acceptable. Even if the computer is hardwired via an Ethernet cable to this broadband modem, it is not acceptable. How do I know my internet service provider speed will pass testing? To test your internet service provider connection speed, please complete the brief technical scan, which is part of our agent application. If your download speed fails to meet the minimum standard, contact your internet service provider to see what your optimal speed is and determine if an upgrade is needed. Can my computer be on a wireless network? No. Due to the sensitivity of client software, systems, and connections, we cannot support wireless connectivity. During work hours, the wireless connection adapter should be turned off or disabled to ensure all internet traffic only goes through your wired connection. Please become familiar with the wireless adapter settings or physical on-off switches on your machine so you may make these changes as needed. Our personal or Optimizing VPN services. Okay, I don't know what that is. All connections to working solutions and must be directed through our internet service provider. Independent contractor employee compensation. Independent contractor generally provides consulting services to more than one company, sets his or her own hours, works out of his or her own office or home, does not receive employment benefits, works relatively independently, incurs the costs associated with performing the job, has acquired very specialized skills, and comes to the work relationship with a particularized education or experience background, is not subject to tax or FICA withholding, but pays his or her own self-employment tax, is not eligible for unemployment and compensation benefits, is not eligible for workers' compensation benefits, generally can be let go by the company for any reason at any time, is paid according to the terms of the contract, and does not receive additional compensation for overtime hours worked. Employee usually works only for one employer, works the hours set by the employer, usually works at the employer's place of business, often receives employment benefits such as health and disability insurance, works under the control and direction of the employer, tends not to incur costs or make investments in the work, has a general education and experience, background, receives special training from the employer in order to do the job better, receives net salary after employer has withheld income tax, Social Security, and Medicare tax under FICA, is likely eligible to receive unemployment compensation after layoff or termination, will receive workers' compensation benefits for any workplace injury, generally can be terminated by the employer only for a good cause and with notice, is covered by federal and state wage and hours laws such as minimum wage and overtime rules. Gigs versus employment. That's a video. You can watch that later on. And I think that comes to the end of my review. Basically, all three of these are good, but the first two you have to pay fees to sign up with them. The first one, with the first platform, you actually have to make it into an LLC. So you're turning it into your own business. So if you pick that one, I would make sure that you really want that because the LLCs are about $200, and that's a pretty major commitment to make. So that would probably be my last choice. Working Solutions sounds like probably the best of the three as far as flexibility, and you don't have to have any outlay of any fees incurred. So that would be my first choice, but it's up to you. Review all three and determine for yourself which one, would be the best for you. Okay, thanks for watching.